This is the whole story. I want to take you on an adventure across the entire length of the Mediterranean coastline. Anybody here? I'm gonna show you the joys and challenges I experienced and what happens when plans fall apart.
Cannot go on with this bike.
Here's how it all went down.
Last tube, it's game over. It's been one of the craziest days. Hey, there it is. 500 kilometers to go to Athens. Finally back on wheels. Let's just get today. It feels so crazy to be on back on the bike, but let's go.
We are back, right here in Coimbra, and I'm here to cycle the entire Mediterranean coast all the way to Athens. Starting a long journey like this feels almost too casual. One moment you're just sipping your coffee and taking a dump, and a second later, boom, you've kicked off this monumental madness, as if it was a part of your morning routines. In case you were wondering, there's nothing symbolic about my destination for me. I just figured seaside roads good and winter in Helsinki bad. So 1 + 1 equals 5,500 kilometers across the Mediterranean.
There's always the curse of the second day that my ass hurts like hell.
This is my bike. She might not be the obvious choice for an adventure like this, but what the heck. She got me safely across Europe once already. Why change something that has been working for over 50 years? And I am Suubels, a mixed breed of lone wolf and workhorse. That shows in the way I travel. I avoid crowded places, I keep moving constantly, and I literally ride all day if I can. I'm a simple man with a simple plan. My first ever recorded long-distance trip happened already at the age of 13, riding nearly 60 kilometers to my grandmother's house. As a kid, the feeling was mind-boggling. It felt like I had broken the laws of physics, because back then, grandmother's house was a place you had to visit by car. Something clicked in my head that day, and the trips have only been getting bigger ever since.
It's day 3 and I'm off to Suubels today.
The edge of the map was in sight. From Suubels, the journey continues finally east. So stop the intro and let the real journey begin.
I could have not wished a better place to stay. When I arrived here it was already dark, so I didn't quite see how it is, but it turned out to be an amazing spot. I'm now very excited. I'm actually going now directly towards Athens. First days felt like I was going in wrong direction. I hit a stone, so this is what you get. Let's get fixing.
This was one of many to come, and of course, I had optimistically packed the spares to the very bottom of my panniers. I would later find out that they were needed much more often than I expected.
Ready? I still got like 1.5 hours of sunlight. I think I'm gonna ride for 1 hour and then I try to find a place to sleep. Okay, seems like a good spot. This hill was too much for me. I was hoping for that it was just a mistake, an error in the map, but no, here it is. Oh, mamma mia.
By the time I hit Andalusian mountains, my body had adapted to the demands. Items had found their optimal spots in the bags and daily routine was taking shape. My travel mood was at an all-time high.
Day 7 of the expedition, and today I'm approaching Malaga.
Although I mostly opted to spend the night outside, I'd occasionally recharge my energy levels by booking a camping spot or a hostel.
This is so absurd. I was afraid of this day that there would be so much traffic and so much uphill, but look at these freaking roads. There's absolutely no one here, and all these 3 lanes were just for me.
I might make this type of travel look fun and easy. Well, that's because it is fun and easy. But there are still those brief moments here and there when the mood dips below the bar.
It's forming mosquitoes. Cannot do anything. It really smells so bad.
What I find interesting is that being out there 24/7, exposed to the elements and under constant physical stress, it makes me hyper aware of my body in a way I never experience in my normal life. It teaches me to listen to the small cues my body is sending and to address them calmly well before the mood drops. What I'm not so good at is listening to my bike's needs.
This is not good news. Look at this. Look at this.
This little problem was a quick fix at a bike mechanic, but I didn't know yet that I was riding a ticking time bomb.
For once I found a good spot on time, and we have still sunlight. This is rare. I always end up finding the spot at the very latest moment. This land does not seem to belong to anybody. There's an old sign that says "Se vende", which means for sale, and this looks pretty much abandoned. I can be here behind the buildings. These buildings don't give me any serial killer vibes, so I think we're good.
Finding a good spot to camp in Spain was actually pretty tough, since the coast is so crowded. That's why finding a place like this felt like such a win. Once I knew I was hidden and safe, my brain could finally switch off.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but the sun is rising there, and second by second it's getting warmer, and I'm also still just warming up. Ay, qué calor! I'm already kinda impatient to get out of Spain already. I think I've seen it already, and I'm excited to go to France.
Spain was easily the longest stretch of the entire journey, with its coastline extending over 1,300 kilometers. Maybe it was my routing, but the east of Spain sometimes felt suffocating. Urban areas are my kryptonite, so crossing a city as sprawling as Barcelona felt like taking on the final boss.
Welcome to Barcelona. And now I need to get through to the other side. No way, Jose. 8 hours. Route through the pit right now. I've had enough of this traffic jungle. And here we are. Flat tire number 3. This one was pretty violent. Empty freaking roads. But the question is, can I make it to France before dark? Before the sunset? No way. I wish I could make it to the border today because I have scouted a perfect spot for a tent. Those guys over there are the Pyrenees. There it is. I made it to France. Oh no, it's 1 kilometer. Okay, I made it to the top. If it isn't good, then I'm screwed. It should be somewhere right here. I really hope that there are no wild boars. This is exactly the time when they move. Last time I found one was big. This is sketchy. I think this is it. Okay, there are some animals. It's right there. Hey! Maybe somebody else is there. Okay, I think this is the spot. Anybody here? Okay, let's park here. Let's have the light. As many lights as possible because I'm scared. Finally arrived here. The spot is exactly as promised. Although I'm freaking sketched out that it's so freaking dark. Bonjour! This is France. Finally, I feel like I'm progressing.
In France, the winds picked up, and things were about to get a bit turbulent for my luck too.
Just had my first small accident. This should be illegal. Very round gravel or sand. I just completely lost my control. This fell down. I took some of the impact with my hands, but my hands are okay. Suppose I'm okay.
Unfortunately, that minor setback was just the start of a chapter I would later call the Misery Week.
This is serious. I don't know if I can continue the trip. I've been wondering, where do I get this clicking noise? So this is the state of the things. It's completely broken. Oh, that explains a lot of things actually. This other problem as well. Fucking hell. I have no idea what to do now. I don't know how much longer this bike can go with this sort of problem. I need to find another bike or just quit. Which I would fucking hate to do. I don't know how this bike is still functioning, but there is a bike shop 3 kilometers from my route.
Et tu sais, je leur ai dit.
I just got news from the workshop. They have another bike. They could probably sell it to me for a affordable price. I don't know.
Il sera fiable.
It will be a bike that you can trust.
Sounds good.
Regarde les freins, je vais regarder le
He
vélo.
will check the brake too.
Yes, okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you got.
I think 5.
1, well, 5. Yes.
It's much better. I
Yes.
think so. Okay, it's a deal.
I could not believe it. Within the same day, my dreams of getting to Athens were crushed to smithereens and brought back alive more vivid than ever. That is of course thanks to Phil and Arnaud, who went an extra mile to service this old bike for me while still keeping it budget friendly.
And for all the work.
Thank you.
These guys are amazing. I didn't see this day coming.
I could trust the bike again. It made me realize that I had slowly lost touch with what a solid bike is supposed to feel like. And what a coincidence. It happened to be a vintage French bike again. By now, my share of luck had to be exhausted, and it was. I had grey clouds heading towards me, but this time, literally. I had high hopes for the roads of Riviera, but the reality was actually a bit of a letdown. Not because the roads or the views were bad, it's just that the bad weather sucks the fun out of everything, and I can tell you this was definitely more than just a passing shower.
I've totally lost the count of the days. I don't know which day is it now or how many. The past 3 days have been pretty much this. It's going to be raining for a long time. So if I take a rest day, I would have to take a week off before I could move on. Oh, this is so good.
So I figured if I kept riding, I could clear the storm zone in about 2 days.
Is it?
It's done.
Perfect.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. It's coming this way. The good thing is that it's pretty warm up here. I can wear no pants, only the shorts, and I'm still pretty fine. Flat tire number 4 or 5. Okay, let's hope no more flat tires.
I should learn to keep my mouth shut.
Okay, this is now not a joke. I managed to get like 200 meters in and the same tire exploded again. no can do. I had a food poisoning during the night and in the morning, so I'm completely out of energy. Sucks at the moment. Finally some sun. Some of the water had gotten inside my food bag and some of the food was not covered with plastic, so it probably soaked some of the moisture through the bag. So that was a wake-up call for me to be honest with myself and take a rest day, take a day off. And I was still actually going. I had already packed up my bike. It's sunny again. It's actually pretty warm. I'm so happy about that. I had big plans for the day. I had planned to go like 200 kilometers because the wind conditions were also pretty good. But no can do. But tomorrow is supposed to be non-rainy as well, so hopefully I can proceed tomorrow.
And so I did, at least for a while.
Oh, whoa, free water. Is this good? Yeah. Who else other than Jesus provides the water for today? My body can finally absorb some sugar and water. But yeah, definitely I need some couple of good days now. Last tube left. So if I get another flat tire today, it's game over. Last tube won't fill, and it's still like 26 kilometers to next town, and everything is closed until Tuesday. My spare tube was actually broken as well. I must have mixed spare tubes with the broken one. So I was left on the shoulder of the road. Easter Monday is a day off for everybody and all the shops are closed. An Airbnb happened to be very nearby, like 2 kilometers away from my whereabouts. I slept on it and today I decided that I will walk. Oh fuck. And the funniest mistake, it's not actually funny at all. I had prepared myself with the repair kit, but it was just a recharge or refill kit, which didn't have any glue, patch glue. Misery week. It's already more than a week.
I knew it from the beginning that this lifestyle throws curveballs at you. But at this point, I really had to remind myself that this frequency of back-to-back bad luck was just extremely rare. I just had to trust that the better days were ahead. I managed to find some fresh tires in Manitoba, which meant I could at last hit the road very free. After all that hassle, I was able to clear my head, lock into a rhythm, and really pick up the pace.
Finally back on wheels.
My appetite was back and the rain front had finally cleared out. But it left behind severe flooding in the River Po Valley. Compared to the damages I was reading about in the news, my struggles were nothing. I had zero reason to complain. was finally behind me and I could fully enjoy the flat Italian countryside. I needed this stretch to rebuild my strength before the brutal but majestic hills of the Balkans.
The good old Mediterranean. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. This day must be the craziest so far. So much uphill. If I can make it all the way to the top, I'm a Superman.
For the next 1,000 kilometers, I had to conquer a whole range of hills and mountains. As a Finn, mountains are definitely not in my DNA. Luckily, it wasn't just a one-sided coin, as I got to sleep in views like this, with absolutely no one around to disturb me. Except a little morning storm and a cold shower and eager stray dogs.
Hey!
But those were just a minor detail.
There's like 10 dogs. How's it going? It's been a long time since I had weather like this in the morning. Quite nice. And it's supposed to be much better weather now. I shouldn't jinx it. I think I still got something like 1,300 kilometers to go to Athens. But I've estimated that I can reach it by the end of the next week, which is 9 more days. And I'm expecting a lot from the last part of the trip, because I know this area is very popular among cyclists and bikepackers. And so far Croatia has been amazing me every day.
Croatia was easy to fall in love with. The mountain silence and the views across the country never disappointed. By this point, I was deep in this lifestyle. You would think that after 4,000 kilometers the riding would get boring and numbing, but for me it is quite the opposite. A month on the road makes it feel effortless, and this place made it super relaxing. I was now fully detached from my everyday life in Finland. I think it's good for me once in a while.
Albania looking very beautiful today, although I already got a glimpse of the poverty mothers with their babies just sitting on the pavement. This is so weird. I'm getting like Asia vibes in the middle of Europe. Roads just have like some random speed bumps and they're full of potholes.
But despite a bit of chaos, Albania also ended up having the best country roads of the trip.
Oh, the second day in Albania, and the condition of the roads has been much better than yesterday. The bike has already started to make some sketchy noises.
The mountain in front of me looked terrifying, knowing I had to climb it first thing in the morning. I needed to rest because tomorrow would be the last stretch of mountains before I could finally breathe a sigh of relief and arrive in Greece. And I knew it wouldn't come for free.
Climbing the biggest mountain of the whole trip, over 1,000 meters tall. It's the last challenge of Albania. These roads are so steep. Please. There is almost like 3,000 meters of uphill. until the border of Greece. Fuck. I had to come in the shadow for a while. I have not come far from the restaurant and I feel so exhausted. It's not a joke. This heat together with the uphill is not a joke. This is a recipe for disaster. This is what I'm talking about. I'm so done for today. I thought I really was going to make it to Greece today, but I'm starting to doubt that. Not even 100 down, I think 80 something. Sun is going down. It's gonna be tough call whether I can make it before the sunset. I'm gonna try it anyway. 200 lek. That was unexpected. I had exactly 200 lek remaining in my pocket. I was a little bit worried that I would have to wait for half an hour or so, but okay, no time wasted. There's still a chance that I can make it to the beach. Almost at the border. Yay! Made it to Greece. I think I found the best spot of the whole freaking trip. Somebody's there. I really made it to Greece. There is still 500 kilometers to go to Athens. Well, it feels like nothing.
The mountains were beaten, the forecast showed nothing but sun, and there were only a handful of kilometers left. The journey was coming to an end, and just like the 13-year-old me, I was baffled that I had come all this way on a freaking bike. And still today, it feels as if I'm breaking the laws of physics. It's not a bragging right, nor is it a feather in my cap, but a fond memory and a reminder to take home with me that I can do pretty massive things when my heart is genuinely in it. Even a bike split in half or a week-long record rainfall didn't break my backbone.
Hottest day of the whole trip. It's hot. My ass is gonna be roasted. This looks promising. Let me go and check. Good freaking morning of the last day.
It was the last day and for the most part just pleasant rolling. But of course things couldn't stay that way. I had to face my kryptonite one last time. Athens made Barcelona look like a warm-up, especially when I somehow ended up stuck on a highway with no exit.
This is fucking insane! I'm pretty sure this is highway! Less than 20 to go! But I need to get out of this highway! Whoa! This happened. Oh, luckily nothing happened, but... I don't like this. I lost all the momentum. There's no shoulder. There's no freaking shoulder. This, if anything, is dangerous. Ei vittu, toi oli ihan vitu liian kuulta. Kilometers.
So here it is, the final stop. Honestly, I felt like I could have kept riding for months. But as much as I love this lifestyle, and there are so many other things in life I love too. Earlier that day, I met an incredible local family on the road. They offered me a place to stay for the night before my flight back to Helsinki. I ended up leaving my bike with them, and Dimitris promised he'd pass it on to someone who needs it next. My humblest thanks to you for watching this video. I'd love to read your thoughts about it in the comments. If you wish to plan your own Mediterranean adventure, I put the exact GPS route on my Buy Me a Coffee page completely for free. Check the link in the description. In the next adventure, I solo hiked nearly 2,000 kilometers across Finland and through its rugged but stunning wilderness. And oh boy, it was easily the hardest thing I've ever put myself through. But at the same time, the experience of a lifetime. If you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Ciao.
I can smell the salty water. Fuck yeah. Here I come.